Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to HemingwayLand.com, your source for quality, affordable land in the state of New Mexico. So we've got two new properties we're going to discuss in this video. We're listing them as two separate listings, though they are adjacent. So all the information I'm going to discuss here will basically be applicable to both. Of course, if you want to purchase both, you can. Before the time being, we are listing them as two separate listings. So this video will appear on both listing pages, FYI. Anyway, both of these lots are located in Valencia County in the popular Highland Meadows subdivision. The first one is this one right here. This is VLNM 2127F like Frank. This is 2.5 acres. It's a combination of two adjacent 1 1/4 acre lots. And this one is priced at $2,700. Additionally, the sister property is VLNM 2127H like Harold. It is 3.75 acres, combination of 3 adjacent 1 1/4 acre lots. So for those keeping track at home, that's 5 adjacent 1 1/4 acre lots that we have out here. And this 3.75 acres is priced at $4,500. We're going to stay on the F listing page right here. As noted, all the information we'll discuss here will be applicable to both. So let's pull this up on a map, show you guys exactly where this is. If you scroll down here, as with all of our listings on HemingwayLand.com, click on any one of these GPS coordinates. It's going to bring this property up on a map, and you'll be able to see exactly where it's located on the Google Maps. So first off, let's go to map view right here. The F property are these two lots right here. It's a corner lot off of Calidellano and Fruita Road. And the H properties are 1, 2, 3 properties right here located along Fruita Road right here. Before we get into property specifics, let's just talk about where this is in the world. Pull back, show you guys exactly where this is at. So first off, this property sits right here off of both the 40 and Highway 6. It is just outside of Albuquerque and equidistant just outside of Los Lunas. So if we measure distance here, if we right click and measure distance, what you're going to see is it's 28 miles, let's say 28 minutes to drive it if you're doing the speed limit. I recently drove across country, by the way, and I did this drive. It did not take long to get from Albuquerque out there. It did not take 30 minutes. So, but I am not known for doing the speed limit. Anyway, point being, an easy drive, an easy commute back and forth between both, or if you want to get back and forth to Los Lunas, you can see 25 miles as the crow flies. Maybe when you snake through this, rocky canyon area here and the rugged landscape of New Mexico, maybe it takes a scooch longer, another 30 minutes to get out to Los Lunas. Whatever the case, easy access to both major cities, particularly Albuquerque. So if I think this property is a good investment property, number one, but I also think it's good for anybody who's living in Albuquerque who doesn't mind a commute into work, who wants to save some money. As far as, rent's gotten too high. If you've got a mobile home, you're in a mobile home park where they raise the rent on you every year for the ground that you park the thing on. It's time to own your own ground. It's time to get a piece of property for yourself where nobody can ever jack up the rent anytime they please, and you're subject to their whims and, to that landlord or that management company's whims. So if you like Albuquerque, but it's just a little too busy for you or a little too expensive for you, this is a nice place to come out to. By the way, when you're out here, I should just point out, Mesita is the closest little kind of town that you'd go to for groceries, things like that. But there's a super Walmart out here in Los Lunas, so this is probably, the better bet for if you want to get, if you need, just more amenities and stuff. There's a Walmart over here. But as noted, over here in Mesita, quaint little town, they've got some shops, they've got some groceries out here, things like that. So easy access to that. A little further of a drive into Los Lunas, etc. But I think this is a good property, particularly if you're willing to commute into work. And then drive along the 40, at least as I experienced it, was not bad at all. By the way, it should also be noted that here along the 40, you have the Route 66 casino. On the listing page, on the listing page, we link to them if you're not familiar with them. But I was surprised at exactly how big this place was. Of course, they've got restaurants out there. They've got a lot of gambling. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a movie theater. Movie theater. Etc. So you got an easy drive over there as far as recreation, as far as dining, as far as options like that. You're not out in the middle of nowhere like you might think you would be living in this subdivision. Anyway, point being, let's pull back. Let's talk about Highland Meadows subdivision itself. So the Highland Meadows subdivision is this area right here north of the 6 and this area down here just south of the 6. The area north of the 6 is a little more developed. As you can see, there's more homes, more trailers out here. Hence, you've got utilities going all throughout this region. A little bit less so down here. As you can see, it's a little more sparsely populated, more privacy out here. Now, that usually translates into not having power, not being close enough to power, maybe not even having paved road access. But the nice thing about these properties that we're selling, the F property sits right here along this corner. So you've got paved road access here along Calle de Llano. Is there any chance that I can do one of these? Oh my God, I can. Holy schmoly. So yes, you can see what the roads, what the area looks like out here. Hang on. Or you could go to our helpful photo gallery, which are much nicer photos of the region. Whatever the case, paved road access right here. You've got power here at the lot line. You've got power all along Fruita at your neighbors' places. And even these lots up here will have easy access to that power. Let's go to the aforementioned photo gallery so you can see what this region looks like. So this is Fruita Road right here. And as we scroll through this, you can see these are some of the neighbors out there. You see power running through the region. Everybody's hooked up to the grid. Probably not difficult or expensive to get connected, etc. This is Calle de Llano. As you can see that, yes, paved road. And one of the nice things about this property you can see from these photos is you've got a lot of flat, buildable land. This is not the kind of land you're going to have to landscape or spend a bunch of money flattening things out just so you can park an RV or just so you can put down a mobile home. It's already, pretty much ready to build, ready to park, something, put a cement foundation, what have you. I like when we get these flat, buildable pieces of land, nothing too rocky, nothing too hilly, etc. The other nice thing you can kind of see in some of these photos is that it's a very picturesque region out here. You've got this thing off in the distance, not too far, about 2 miles away. It's the Mesa Redonda. If you like hiking, if you like trails, if you like, rock climbing, or just, pieces of desert scenery like this, go and explore, things like that. It's going to be very close by. The other interesting thing about this region is there's a cell tower very close by within Highland Meadows. And as my photographer reports, there is excellent cell reception out here, shockingly good cell reception. By the way, I should also point out you've got the Highland Meadows volunteer firefighters right out here, very close to the property. So, not too far away. If anything goes south, if anything goes pear-shaped on the land, you're going to have the fire department pretty close by. Anyway, I just want to show you guys some resources you can utilize here on the listing page to learn more about the area, or if you're thinking about buying the property, you can help you understand more about budgeting, about what you can and cannot do out there. So first, over here under zoning on both these listing pages, we've got a link to this PDF. This PDF is going to bring up the zoning ordinance under which this is defined. This is a rural residential area. It's specifically an outland district, but outland and rural residential, a lot of the rules, let's say, overlap. So if you read this, it's going to give you an excellent sense of what you can do out here, what you're not allowed to do. I think out here they have restrictions against RV living. That being, here we go. Recreational vehicles shall not be used as primary residences. Okay, good to know. That being said, if you really scrutinize that area, you're going to see people who have RVs parked out there for long periods of time and are probably living out of them. So, I don't know. Maybe it's like jaywalking, who actually enforces it? I don't know. Point being, if you read through this, it'll give you an excellent sense of what you can and cannot do out there. And of course, if you have further questions about this, it's always best to call, this is Valencia County, call Valencia County Planning and Zoning and ask them, say, hey, I'm looking at Highland Meadows. I want to set up a house out there. What do I need to know? Can I do this? Can I build this kind of thing? Blah, blah, blah. Additionally, we've got links here to PNM. PNM, of course, is the local utility that services this region. Click on them. You can call their offices. You can say, hey, I'm looking to buy some property. It's located in this region. Can you tell me what it would take to get hooked up? Typically with these utility companies, a lot of them will hook you up for free because they know they've got a paying customer now month after month. But of course, when you've got power at the lot line, usually if there is any cost associated with it, it's not too expensive. Additionally, here on the listing page, we also have the New Mexico State Engineer's Office. If you're going to drill a well out there, these are the people you want to talk to. You click on this link. It is going to take you to their website where you can learn more about the water table depth in that region and, talk about getting, well, we also have well drilling information, the well drilling permit application. Click on either one of these. You can see what that looks like. In fact, let me bring it up here. Well drilling permit application, of course, is the kind of thing you need to fill out, submit to the state engineer's office for residential wells in this region. Anyway, so these are all helpful links to help you better understand exactly what would be involved in building and in living out here. Hopefully you guys can utilize these. These two properties, by the way, were closed on by New Mexico Land and Title, so we have title insurance on both of them. Both of them have clear and marketable title, and we'll be providing you with a warranty deed. If you are interested in purchasing either one of these properties, just come here, click the Buy Now button at the top of the page. It'll take you to a secure checkout where you can enter credit or debit card information. We ask you a couple questions. What name do you want on the deed? Email address, phone number, tax address, where's the county sending the annual tax bill to, etc. Click on this, click Next. It's going to take you to the final page where you enter credit card information, and boom, the property is yours. Practically speaking, the way the process works is we're going to get you a deed within 24 hours. Once you approve it, tell us, yes, we spelled your name right. No, you want to add your kids onto the deed, whatever. Once we finalize that, we're going to autograph and notarize and mail it off to the county to be recorded. County records it, then they're going to forward it on to you. From start to finish, it'll be about 3 weeks before you have that deed in your hand. That being said, as far as we are concerned, once you give us the money, the property is yours to do with as you please. As always, if a buyer wants to close through title escrow with us, we're cool with that too. Give us a call, 702-919-7170. We'll ask you to put down some kind of deposit, say $500, prove that you're serious about this. And then we'll draft a sale purchase agreement and we will facilitate the rest of this through title company transaction. By the way, if you'd like to see how that works, just come to the How It Works section here, which is buying from us. And you can learn more about, these are the recommended types of closings that we have for properties in this price range. But if you come down here to this sort of title escrow close, you can see how exactly that works. You can see a copy of the kind of contracts that we use, what we would ask you to use, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, both two really nice properties in a really nice picturesque area, power at the lot line, paved road access to the one, fine road access to the other one, and located ideally, in good driving distance right outside Albuquerque, right outside Los Lunas. I really like these. I hope you guys do too. If you have any questions, leave a comment here on the YouTube, shoot us an email, support@hemingwayland.com, or give us a call. Again, 702-919-7170. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next video.